Telefónica presenta.
Soy Daniel López Casarín. Estás en EcotourMx en Greentv y con la espectacularidad del diamante atrás de mí, les damos la bienvenida a la casa de los Diablos Rojos del México. Hoy estaremos hablando del béisbol, este deporte que es el rey de los deportes en su mote original. Aquí la gente grita, pide un hot dog, se echa sus refrescos y por supuesto esperan la séptima entrada, pero sobre todo a la novena para ver quién ganó. Acompáñenme. Y ahora está con nosotros una de las grandes estrellas de los Diablos Rojos del México, Jonh Lindsay. Jonh, how are you?
Great, how you doing?
Good. When we talk about Mexican baseball and Liga Mexicana baseball, everybody thinks that the baseball players want to go to the United States because it's the majors, right?
Right.
So how come you're here in Mexico and what does that happen? How come it happened?
Well, I played in the States for a long time, and this was an opportunity to continue to play. I tried to get jobs in the States this winter, and nothing came about, and so it was to come to Mexico. So it's an opportunity to continue to chase my dream and do what I love to do. So it's great to be here.
Now you start seeing on all the people that come to see the games with the mustache, right? So that's great.
Yeah. It's awesome. This is my first time wearing a mustache probably in 15, 20 years, and I did it kind of as a joke, and I started playing a few games, and then like some of the guys were like, cut it off, I don't like it, and then, so I definitely wasn't going to get rid of it, and then the fans started liking it, and so I was like, well, I got to keep it now.
Yeah. So, nobody, well, not nobody, most of the people don't really know that Mexican baseball player, it's part of the minors. So it's really a good thing for our baseball, right?
Right, definitely. It's baseball, wherever it's played, is still a great game, and it's still baseball, but to have the affiliation with Major League Baseball gives it a little bit more publicity and helps it out, or so far. For me, on a national, international scale, or U.S. or Dominican, and more people hear about it, Canada, so on and so forth.
When you come to Mexico, and especially Mexico City, and you see the response of the people for baseball, but then you go to the north, Monterrey and all that, and then you go to the south, and you see that there's a big people that want to follow baseball, right?
Right.
But what does it make you feel when you know that in the center here, and playing for Mexico, los Diablos Rojos del México, is not that big? So what does that happen?
Well, it's funny because I've played with 3 different teams, part of 3 different years, and the following that Mexico City gets is amazing. I mean, like you said, we went to the Tabasco to South though, and it was sold out. Every game was sold out to see us play, and then you go up to North, and everybody runs up to get autographs and to see us. So I mean, you do, I think. I don't know, because we get great fans here too, so I don't know how to answer that, because the fan base is, compared to the other teams I've been on, is amazing here in Mexico City.
For you, was it a surprise that Mexico fans loved baseball?
I played in the Pacific League, and I had a big following and had good fans, so I really wasn't too shocked. I just didn't realize how this, especially this team, has how many people follow it. So that was kind of, it's like they say it's the Yankees of Mexico, and the following it definitely is.
The beer shows that, right?
There you go.
You have to cut it off.
You got to cut it off. You know, that's what I love the beard. That's what part of the joke is, like, you got to get rid of your beard. And I was like, but I'm wearing a mustache and it's ugly. But
well, it happens. Yeah,
it happens.
But it was good that you started talking about the Pacific League, because a lot of people think that the Pacific League is like the big league, right? And they don't pay a lot of attention to the Mexico League, right? But it's also said that it's most for the stars, the Pacific League, because it's when the U.S. and all the other leagues are on a rest, right?
Right.
What would you say? Is it a better? And I'm not trying to make a question that it has, but would you say it's better, or is it for show, really?
Well, to me, going back to the same question, baseball is baseball. When I played in Dominican, Venezuela, and at the end of the day, it's the little round ball that has to go across the plate, and I got to hit it, and it really doesn't matter. The competition is, you play to your competition. Usually.
It's, I mean, I really showed that I've never played baseball and I suck it, but it's really hard to keep contact with the ball and have your arms up, because that I didn't even know. It was like, I'm just grabbing the bat and going like that, but everything is different. I mean, really, your posture and how you have to hit it and the eyes. I mean, it's discipline. It's a lot of things that you have to take in.
Right. It's a lot of hard work. I think sometimes we play this game so good and we make it look so easy that when we do bad, people don't realize how hard a game it is, and they start booing and saying, "Oh, you can't do this." But to step in our shoes maybe for a day, to just to experience, you might be taken back and say, "Man, that's amazing, the things they do." It's just like me watching a football game. I'm like, "Oh, I can just kick a ball," but then go play against somebody that knows how to play, and it'll be like tripping over my feet.
How fast would you think they were throwing the ball at me? I mean, I know it wasn't fast, I know, but for me it was extremely fast. For me, I was like, whoa, what happened?
I don't know, maybe 50, 60 miles an hour, maybe the most.
And when you see it coming, and really when you see it coming at 80, 90, even 100, I mean, how hard is it to really hit that ball?
Well, it's just repetition. You practice so much, just like somebody learning to do math or any skill for the first time. It's difficult, but after a while, it never gets easy, I would say, but it's just kind of reaction and reflex. And that's about the best way I can explain it to just somebody that wouldn't know. It's just a constant practice of trying to learn that craft and skill, and hopefully, at the end of the day, it's almost luck still.
So you told me you come here to Mexico and to Los Diablos Rojos del México, and you're in first place.
Right.
And you become the star of the team, really. And all the people start shouting and wearing the mustache and all of that. The feeling, what does it give you? I mean, of course, I don't want to make the classic question that, are you feeling good? Of course you're feeling good because you're in first place. But what does it give you personally?
Well, we start off as kids playing this game, and our dream is to play in the major leagues and be superstars, and everybody like us, and we love. So, you get here and you have a good fan base. It really feels great. It gives you motivation. I'm 37 years old now, and some days it's like, I gotta go play baseball. But when you got fans pulling for you, it's like, man, I gotta pull out my best game today. I gotta dig a little deeper. I got little kids wearing mustaches rooting for me, so it gives you a little fire to keep on going and play your hardest.
And that's another good thing about baseball, that it lets you play until, I mean, you're not old, but in baseball years, you're old.
Right.
But it lets you play until you're old.
Right.
It's a sweet thing about this sport.
Right.
So when you compare that with other sports, I mean, it's beautiful, right?
Definitely. When I was in school, I was signed to go play college football and American football.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I got drafted to play baseball, and one of the things that made me make my decision, I know the longevity of playing baseball and the opportunities, because in football, if you only play in the United States, you don't play anywhere else.
Yeah.
But baseball is all over the world. It's international. It's just all over the world. Everybody has it. Mexico, Japan, Korea, everybody. So it's a great opportunity, and it's a great a chance to play a long time and do something you love.
You've played in Dominicana, and there's this idea that they have, on the south part of the continent, the best players. Why would that be?
I don't know. There's so many good pitchers that come out, especially pitchers that come out of Dominican, and position players that throw 100 miles an hour. So there's a lot of great arms that come out. So I think that gives them a reputation of having a lot of players, just because it's such a small island with a lot of great baseball arms that come out.